Well, welcome back. We have a Dodge Avenger that has a lighting problem. We have the headlight on here and all the other running lights are on. And on this side, we only had the headlight on, and that was it. And this was only on because someone else had put in a new ground running up to the top of the fender over here. But nothing else was working. So let's dig into this and see what the problem is. I started tracing back the ground wires to see where they go. Also, the horn is not working. This one over here was pinched a little bit by when the car got bumped on this side, but the wire isn't damaged at all. So we start digging some more. Back up in the fender. I don't know if I can show you in there. All of the ground wires, I already unwrapped them, go to a stud with a 10mm bolt on it. So you're going to reach in from here, take that nut off, and pull this whole thing out. This was all wrapped up in tape. I was expecting to find some damage from an accident or something, but all the wires look good, all ending together at this connector right over here. So yes, it's rusty looking, but it looks like it should still be good. Or is it? Let's find out. Let's unplug this guy and test this wire right here. We're going to check continuity with our ohm meter. All right, this is black. We should have a connection. We do not. So, where is the wire bad? It's probably bad right in there. Let's trace this wire all the way back now. Which one is we got here? This guy. All right, that one. I'm going to poke it. And check the plug. All right, the wire is good all the way to here. So here's our problem in this connector, and that affects the horn and all the other lights. We'll get rid of this one when we're done, the jumper, and that was only working on that one wire, whoever put this in. So let's cut this connector off, and we'll have to get something similar to that to put back over there. Stuff like this will drive you crazy. At least it was close to find. The ground could have been somewhere way off in the car, but everything is kind of isolated to this one spot. So let's clean this up and get the ground redone. Look, I just started to pry it open and the whole thing just fell apart. So every one of these grounds weren't working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bunch. Let's dig up a connector, or maybe we could salvage this one somehow. Let's see. Found these. Maybe we can get all of them into one. If not, we're going to use maybe 2. Get all these wires stripped. We're going to start fresh. Cut back a little bit. And don't lose any now when you're doing this. We're going to give these all a twist together and then give it a test. Let's plug in our light. we got a ground. It's got to be back feeding through that ground. Let's cut this one off. Yep. Why it wasn't back feeding before was all of these other wires weren't connected to each other. So whoever put this in here figured, oh, well, I'm going to put a ground in there. No, wasn't good enough. So we'll put all these back together and ground them where they were. Okay, we crimped on a new connector. We got our high beams on. We got our 4-way flashers on. We have everything here should come on when I touch this to there. Let's see. Yes. So you might think you have a bad light bulb. You could have a bad ground. If this video helped you, please do me a favor. Like, subscribe. Now we're going to finish this up. We're going to seal this off with some silicone, tape it up, and then tighten it back up into the hole there where it is, and also cover up the wiring harness here where it was. I ripped all that stuff off. And we will be done. We could put our headlight back in and be road legal again. Put a dab of silicone around there, and wrap up the rest of this with some tape. Okay, everything is working. Everything is taped back up. Got one more thing to test. Yes. My friend said his horn wasn't working and there was probably a light bulb out. It was a lot more than that. Thanks for watching again. Life's a grind for you, huh?